Today I'm going to be making a Schematica tutorial video. A lot of people don't know how to use it, and I'm going to be answering some frequently asked questions. The first part of this video will be how to load, print, and stuff like that, and the second part of the video will be frequently asked questions. So let's get into it. First, we're gonna, hold on, let me go on to we're gonna go on to like the default. So this is default when you first launch in. You'll probably have like some mods already set up for a profile, but I'm gonna be doing on the default version. So we open up the GUI by hitting right shift, and we're going to type in Schematica. First, we have to enable the mod, and you can go into the settings and change all these keybinds here, but these are mine because they're easy for me to find and locate. For settings, I turn on alpha. And then here are the rest. I turn all these on for printing. For some servers, you're going to have to change that because you can't destroy blocks instantly and stuff like that. So, yeah, those are my keys. So to load a schematic, you have to press your load key, which is my divide. And you'll have all your schematics here. But you're going to need to download a schematic first. In your folder. Oops, it doesn't show. Forgot. But once you hit open schematic folder, you can type what you need. So such as I have an HCF database right here because I used to play HCF, and you can find schematics, look up schematics on the internet that you need. There is a website, I'm pretty sure, that will be linked in the description for you to find schematics. But yeah. Alright, I turned my fan off, sorry. And you didn't see the clip, but Schematica is still really buggy. So it might crash your game and it will say like drivers are not up to date, but that's not the case. You just relaunched the game. So yeah, launching a schematic. You press your load key, which is whatever you set it to in the settings. So open that, you click the schematic and click done. And now it's going to open up like this. So if you're on like a single player world and you have the materials, or you're in creative just trying to build something, you can enable print. So printing will basically auto build for you. All you have to do is kind of like follow the builds around, like kind of walk around. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So you open up your move key, which is let's go into schematic, which is this key right here. So I set mine to subtract. So we open this and we click print and we just click this button, and then it starts auto building for you when you're in creative. Now if you don't want to auto build in creative, you can always do it in survival with the materials you need. So that should work for you. But as you can see, it's just crazy building for me. As I said, there are still some bugs with it, so it will be a little bit glitchy. But as you can see, it's building really fast. It's working really well. I like this in HCF. Now some servers are bannable, and I was gonna say that in the FAQ part of this video, but some servers, for you to be able to use printer on a server, you have to have the server has to have the API of Badlion and enable it in the API. So yeah, it's really hard. It's sometimes hard to use on servers. But as you can see, I'm just crazy building my HCF base here, and it usually gets all the spots, but sometimes you will have to like do it by yourself, such as like fence gates, if it's not how it seems to be. So if we go inside here, it's just auto building like this, and it's really not hard to use. But yeah, so as I said, servers, it has to be enabled by the API. And like this right here, so you see how some of them are grown in the schematic, it's going to keep breaking them. So you're going to have to come back to those at the end and just build everything else before you come back to that. And then fence gates too, the same thing. So you see how it says like it's closed here and you can't build. So we put that down, it's just going to break it, because it's not like how it sees in the schematic. Like if it closed that, it's going to break it. So yeah, it's just still a little bit buggy. Nothing Badlion can do to fix it, I don't think. Like it's gonna break these, see? But yeah, if we keep going up, it will build all this stuff. Anvil, you heard, hopefully. Auto brewer. So yeah, Schematica is a really neat feature. And we should be moving on to the FAQ part of this video. One thing I forgot to mention, to unload a schematic, you open up your move settings and you click this unload button right here. And it will, as you see, all the blue goes away, and you'll have what you built in front of you. And now you probably saw this export key which is the last one in the schematic settings. It is right here. You're only going to use this if you want to create a schematic off of something you built. So you'd have to set like your X point and your Y point. It's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, so now it's actually time for the FAQ part. Some people are wondering why Schematica doesn't work in 1.14. That is because Schematica hasn't been released for Badlion Client 1.14 yet. It is available for users on 1.12 and lower of Badlion. Discord question for Schematica is, why can't I use Schematica on a server / my server? To use Schematica on a server, it has to be enabled in the Badlion mod API. Most big servers have the Badlion mod API, so all they have to do is enable it in the config. But for like smaller servers, like if there's server owners watching this video, you have to enable it in the mod API. The mod API is free. You have to install it. It's not that complicated if you know what you're doing. Yeah. Also, I'll leave a link to the mod API in the description of this video. Questions that people had. If you have any questions, you can comment them on this video or come in the Discord, discord.gg/badlion. I'll try to answer them. If you add me in Discord, add a line or in the comments, which is easier. If you guys have any other mods you want me to explain on Badlion, I can make a video for them if you comment down below, or anything related to Badlion. So yeah, this is a Schematica tutorial. Hopefully it works for you, and see ya.